everyone, I'm right now on the away day adventure to Kluang. Behind is a train that I'm taking right now. At this point of time that we are in the Kudai. Okay. At this point of time we are in Kulai station and we have just departed from the Johor Bahru Central station. We are on the way to Kluang Central station. Without further ado, let's go. Woo! Gosh, look at what's behind, and it's actually raining very heavily when I arrived in Kluang. This is something that I did not totally expect. The first thing when I arrived in Kluang is a heavy rain. You can see behind me that there's actually a temporary overhead bridge linking to the temporary station. If you see upstairs is where the train is actually parked at the temporary station, and further distance down will be the new station. I'm going to show you the old station later. We are right now at the old station of Kluang, and if you see the pebbles on my right, these are actually the old train tracks, and right now I'm standing above the old platform with the old signboard. Behind me is actually the new Kluang railway station. I regretted not bringing an umbrella given the heavy rain in Kluang right now, but that's why I come to Kluang for. Look at the queue behind me. We are actually waiting for the Kluang Rail Coffee, and I want to try their menu to see how it's like. Let's see how long we have to wait. This is how long the queue is. So the entrance is all the way straight, but the queue is making all the way until here. As you can see in front of me that they are taking the orders. So it's a bit of a preparation while we are waiting, and those people, they are preparing the orders. So hopefully we can get a seat very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, showing you two of the food items that have just came to my table. So as you can see, that I've just ordered one bun butter kaya and the other is a pao sambal. I can't wait to try to see how they taste like while waiting for other dishes to come. So that was a sumptuous meal that I have at the Kluang Rail Coffee, and I'm going to explain it towards the end of the video. But meanwhile, I'm going to give you a formal introduction to Kluang. This town I'm in right now is located at the center of Johor. Its location is so accessible. From here to the other major cities of Johor, it can be reached within 90 minutes. This place used to be the administrative capital of the central Johor during British colonization era. If you're wondering where I am specifically in Kluang, I am right now at the Kluang Street Art. So you can see behind me that there are a lot of paintings located along the street. You can also start to see very beautiful paintings and even comic strips behind me. You can also see the shop selling antique or items behind me. Gunung Lambak is one of the more famous attractions in Kluang, which is actually located in the hills behind me. So you can see straight ahead there is actually a hill. This is Gunung Lambak with an altitude of 510 meters. It's a popular place for hikers to hike from the base to the summit within 2 hours. I'm walking along the shop houses and they actually give me a traditional feel. I'm guessing if this is how Singapore in the early days, like around the 1960s and 1970s look like. That's my guess, because I'm not born at that time. Let me know if Singapore in the 1960s and 1970s really looked like that. Showing you more of the shop houses ahead. The landmark I'm right now at is actually the Independence Park in Kluang. It's actually marked by those water fountains right behind me. And the good thing is there's actually a dedicated fitness corner right behind me to do the workouts, to encourage a healthier lifestyle among the local residents. And you can see the shop houses of different races and different clans, because here is actually a multiracial society. There's this one distinct feature that I observed in the back door of the shop houses of Kluang. You can actually see there are the spiral staircases which locate to the places of homes, and they are actually similar structures located in some places in Singapore, for example Toa Payoh or Bugis. You can hear the prayers coming from the mosque at noon. And the place I'm standing right now is on the colorful bridge, and the river behind me is actually called the Mengkibol River. So this Mengkibol River cuts through the very heart of Kluang, and it flows downstream, which is actually towards this direction ahead of me. Behind me is a Kluang bus terminal. So you can see that there are basically bus services to and from various states in Malaysia. For example, most notable one is from Kluang to Johor Bahru. This can be another option in case if you miss the KTM train. You can alternatively take a bus to the places. This is Kluang Parade, and actually behind me is basically a collection of shop houses and also some buildings. Let's check it out. Just some comments about the Kluang Parade that I have just went. So I observed that on one building, well, it's populated with open stores and even one Target hypermart. But on the other building, that most of the stores are empty except for the Mr. DIY shop. This I feel is actually a super strange phenomenon. As I walk towards the Kluang Mall right in front of me. Remember at the start of the trip that I told you that it was raining very heavily in Kluang, and apparently now the sun is out. Feeling very hot, and I bought a drink from the Kluang Parade. Apparently it's refreshing as I like smoothies, as it helps me to cool down from the heat in Kluang. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just entered Kluang Mall, and the first thing, I'm very tempted to eat something. You look at the variety of the food and beverage stores, from fast food to maybe Shilling fried chicken, Old Town white coffee. I seriously want to eat something. Very hungry right now. Let's not forget what Singaporeans like to do the most: shopping. These are actually some of the items that I purchased, as you can see in a plastic bag. So for example, like a mission wraps, the mochi, etc. Besides, I also purchased one pack of durian tarts and also the condensed milk. So the total cost I pay is 35 ringgit and 55 cents, and if you convert to Singapore dollars, you know, it's close to 10 Singapore dollars, which I feel is pretty affordable. Can I say the price of groceries here is cheaper than Johor Bahru? I would say yes, to some extent. So for example, in KFC in Kluang, the one cheesy wedges costs 8 ringgit, but in Johor Bahru Central, 8 ringgit 50 cents. So in Kluang is the goods, what I observe, generally slightly cheaper than the Johor Bahru Central counterparts. As promised, I would like to give you a review of the Kluang Rail Coffee. So I actually felt that the food that I've ate gives a traditional vibe back in the 1930s or 1940s, when the rail passengers disembark from a train and have a meal after a long ride. This is something that stands out to me that cannot be easily replicated in other places as far as I know. And I also like that the prices are pretty affordable to the masses. Also, I want to share with you a tip that should you sign up for free membership, that you can actually redeem a free kopio for free. I will share with you the link at check the description below. As I wait for the return train to transport me back to JB Central and eventually continue travel back to home, I would like to say that one day I would like to come back to Kluang again, but perhaps for a different purpose. Maybe hiking the famous hill or mountain, the Gunung Lambak, which I'm referring to. A point that I want to highlight to you about the double track electrification works is I observed that the completion process is almost at least 90% complete. I can see that most of the second track is being laid down. So when I expect it to be complete by next year at the latest. Then I hope the travel time from the JB Central to KL Central will be 3.5 hours, which is shorter than the 8 over hours of travel and need to change trains at Gamas. As I bid goodbye to Kluang for now, do remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you won't miss any important updates. When my next adventure will be a home or away, I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye bye!